Are we recording? Yes, I think we are. So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So the video that you are going to be seeing today, or whenever you watch it, I actually filmed yesterday, but last night I sat down and I went to edit through my video and realized something happened to my entire first clip. I had no introduction. I lost all of my footage somehow of my base and my eyeshadow and my foundation. I have no idea what happened to it. Either I sat down and didn't hit record, which I've been waiting for that moment to happen. I've been patiently waiting for that moment to when I look up and I don't see that record button. So that very well could have been what happened. Or I accidentally deleted it going through my camera roll and deleting some things. So nonetheless, we are back. If things are a slight bit different, you guys, it is because, again, I'm filming this part of the video on a different day. So I've already edited half of my other video. So once this clip ends, you'll see me going in with my concealer and finishing up everything else on the face. So I've already primed my face with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I absolutely love this primer. I had to make sure that was the correct name. It looks like this. I love this primer if I'm using a foundation that is a little bit more matte and I want a little bit glow underneath. This is my go-to primer. So yes, I've already put this on my face. I just used my fingers and placed that all over my face. I love to prime my eyelids with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So what I like to do is take my concealer on a flat brush like this. This is the Morphe M224, and you can see how this side is very flat. So what I will do is take my concealer and just dab a little bit on this brush so that it looks like this. You can also use this concealer to kind of carve out those brows. I forgot to mention to you guys that, of course, I already went in and did my brows off of camera so that we could save a little bit of time. But yes, it's also a good time to just kind of go in and carve out those brows if you would like. I have this rash going on right here. I don't know if it shows up as well on camera, but it is like painful. I don't know if it's just the winter months and my eye kind of watering and me rubbing my eye. I don't know if that's it, but it's killing me. I woke up this morning and it was so red and bumpy. Does this happen to anybody else? Have you guys had this happen in the winter? I've never had it happen before. So after we prime those eyes with concealer, I like to take a little bit of my translucent powder and then further set down that concealer that we use on our eyelids. I use my Laura Mercier powder. I'm just going to take this Sephora brush. It's actually a highlighting brush, but I'm just going to take that, set down this concealer. So when you set down that concealer, it really gives a good base for your eyeshadows to go on top of. I'm going to try to remember what I did yesterday. I know I did a very basic look because we were just going to a little holiday party. This is just a really easy, very easy achievable look. Again, no winged liner, no liner at all. I forgot to mention that in my video yesterday, so it's a good thing that I'm doing it today. We did the Tartelette Toasted palette on the eyes. I know we just went in with very basic shadows. Look at this red patch on my eye. Ugh, that's gonna bother me. It wasn't this bad yesterday, so I apologize. Okay, I am going to go in with a fluffier brush like this. This is the Morphe M441 brush, and I am going to pick up this s'more shade right here and just really set that in the crease, just for a good transition shade. And then I'm going to go in with this Morphe brush right here. It's a little bit more of a dense brush. And I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is Cashmere, this light shade right here, and put that right in the crease as well. For everyone out there with hooded eyes like myself, I find it easier when applying my eyeshadow to really keep my eye open and place that color right there on that crease. So if you keep your eyes open and really focus that color right here, you can clearly see where that color is being put down rather than closing your eye and having to guess. So that just makes it easier for myself. That is actually a tip that I received from a very famous makeup artist. So there's that. All right, next I'm going to go in with the shade Latte right here. It's a very pretty light brown shade. That really creates definition in that eyelid. Okay, and then what I like to do for my all over lid color is to take, this is my favorite brush for applying lid color. This is the MAC 239. It's very flat and very easy to apply that all over lid color. I do like to take a little thing of Fix Plus. Look how cute these are. I got the little trio of 3. There's a coconut, lavender, and a rose one. And I'm just going to spritz my brush. This really helps to pack on that lid color. I'm gonna go in with the shade Sunset, which is right here. And we are going to apply that all over our lid. Okay, and since we already primed our face, I am going to be going in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick. This is one of my favorite stick foundations. I am in the shade 118 equals Y325. I love traveling with this foundation because it is just so easy to take. So I like to just give myself a couple swipes all over the face. This is a very buildable foundation, or you can use minimal, whatever you choose. I am going to apply this foundation with a brush, and I am going to be using the IT brushes from IT Cosmetics, and this is in the shade number 102. It looks like this. What I also like to do when I'm applying stick foundation like this is to, again, take a little bit of my Fix Plus and spray my brush, just so we're not going in with a super dry brush. It kind of gives you a little bit more of that dewy finish. So I'll spray my brush and then just blend this foundation out. Don't forget those ears. After I use that brush to apply all of that foundation, I really like to take my beauty blender. This has already been wet, and just really press all of that foundation down into the skin to make sure it's a very seamless finish. So yeah, before setting the face, this is what we're looking at. I really love this foundation. It's super buildable, or it's good to just put a couple swipes on too and just buff it out, and it's just flawless every single time. So I love that foundation. If you haven't tried it, you should definitely pick it up and give it a shot. I do not think you will be sorry if you do. So yeah, I think that completes this half of the video. I will see you guys in my next one, and then we will move on to the clip here. So we're just going to do our best to conceal what we can. I'm going to take that concealer as well and go right down the bridge of the nose. Put a little bit on my chin, a little on the forehead. And then I'm going to pick up my beauty blender and really blend that concealer in. I really try to place a lot of concealer that I've left on that spot on my nose where I had my nose ring. All right, and then after that, we're going to set our entire face. So I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to take actually this highlighting brush from Tarte. It is the highlighting illuminator brush, but I'm actually going to use this to set my under eyes. And I'm also going to take a little bit of that translucent powder and put it everywhere else we set that concealer down. So on the chin, on the nose, and on the forehead. I also like to take my translucent powder right here on those smile lines because I'm notorious for getting foundation stuck into those little laugh lines. So I always try to set there as well. Next, I'm going to set my entire face with this Hourglass powder. To take the Sephora brush in the brush complexion. And I'm sorry, you guys, this brush is not a Tarte brush. This is not from the Tarte kit. This is actually from the Sephora collection brushes as well. Sorry about that. I really love the way the Hourglass setting powder makes the face look. It gives us a really flawless finish. All right, we are going to bronze up the face. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush. I love this brush. I believe I got this in a BoxyCharm, and it's the BMX 130 Pointed Blush in the Moda Pro. I love that it's tapered like this. It applies bronzer gorgeously. I'm going to go in with the Bronze Goddess Powder Bronzer from Estee Lauder. It looks like this. I decided to leave it in this little pan because I actually don't have a compact for it. It was so strange how this came. So that's okay. I just use it in this little plastic so that it'll shut. But I thought that was strange. Nonetheless, it's a really beautiful bronzer. Bronze the forehead. Does your guys' hair get uber staticky in the winter? Or is that just a me thing? Because I'm trying to put this on and my whole face is just getting so, my hair is like clinging to my head. All right, now that we're bronzed up, going to go in with some blush. I'm actually going to be using the MAC Warm Soul. This is one of my all-time favorite blushes. I'm going to apply it with this new Sephora brush. This is the powder brush, but I'm going to actually go in with my blush. Moving on, I'm going to give those lashes a quick curl and then go in with my mascara. I'm not in the mood to mess with falsies today, so I'm just going to use a mascara. I'm going to pick up the Lancome Hypnose Drama. And to really coat those lashes. What is your all-time favorite mascara? You guys should let me know in the comments below. And this is just one coat. Let's go into the eyeshadow palette again and smoke out that lower lash line just a bit. I'm going to take the first shade that we used, this S'more shade. And then I'm going to go into this Latte shade right here. I'm going to take a little brush and just blend that out. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of that shimmery sunset color and just put it down on the outer corner as well. Just for a little bit of smokiness, I'm going to go in with this Crackle shade. I'm really just placing this shade in that outer corner right here. And always be sure to blend it out. Alright, next I'm going to go in with the IT Superhero Mascara on those lower lashes. I give up today. I quit. And if you do something stupid like this, just keep going. In fact, don't fix it either. Just go out like this. Just rock it. I mean, I'm Marilyn Monroe. Hi. If y'all were curious how my day has truly gone so far, this just tells you. Okay, well, I will be right back after I go remove my mole. Okay, in all seriousness, if something like that happens to you, I just went into my bathroom, took a Q-tip and wiped it off. And I came back in and just used a little bit of my setting powder and just popped it right there in that area. So this is what the eyes are looking like. And those under eyelashes. Next, we are going to go in with highlighter. I don't know what I want to use today, but I feel like I want to use something different. Oh, I have a good idea. I've not had the chance to use this yet. This is a Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in the shade Pearl. So let's try it out. I'm so excited. I love the formula on these. I have the shade Pink, and I'm not really one to use like a pink highlighter. I really like the more champagne-y, silverish shades. So I'm really excited to try this. It looks absolutely beautiful. If I can get it out of the package. So here's what it looks like. You guys, the formula on these highlighters, I can't even get over the feeling of these highlighters. I'm going to do a light swatch on my hand just to show you how iridescent and beautiful they are. I mean, if you guys could just feel the formula on these, oh my gosh, they are incredible. I am so excited to try this one. I'm going to go in with this Morphe M501 brush. I really, really, really love this brush for highlighting. Ooh. Oh my gosh. So I will say it still does give a little bit of like a pinky sheen, but it is stunning. It definitely gives that glazed donut effect. It truly does. Oh my gosh, I am living for this formula. I have a little bit of texture right here by my eye. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if it's just from the cold or what. I just cleaned this brush off. I'm actually going to take a touch of my Mary Luminizer highlighter as well and just pop it over the top of this to see what it looks like. This is beautiful on its own, but I feel like with a little pop of just powder over it, we're going to be glowing to the heavens. Oh yeah. Can you guys see that? I love that combination. Now for lips, I'm going to use my Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Candy K. I actually love this lip pencil. It gives you such a pretty little bubblegummy pink color. And then I'm going to pop on the Blushing Beige by Maybelline. You can always put a little bit of gloss on top of that if you like. I'm going to take a little bit of the NYX Butter Gloss and pop it right in the middle. And then we're going to set our face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. So this is the finished look. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. I quit. Ow. My hair is crazy. I do not know what to do with it.